Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we have another dev talk video, and the devs were speaking on UI suggestions, the infamous refactor, and more. Also, a lot of dev videos on my channel, some longer, some shorter, so if you do like this info and you want more of it, go check out the other videos on my channel. Also, I'm going to link the official forums from Bannerlord down below. Pretty much all these statements and replies I have gotten from the forums mostly. And if you do want to join the conversation, if you want to check out the post for yourselves, the link to that will be down below as well. And like always, I have a script. It's going to be on the screen right now. Everything that is stated, all the links that are stated, they're all going to be down below. You can translate it, read it later, whatever you would like to do. Without further ado, here we go. So first, we have a player making a suggestion on the army management screen. The player states that men numbers or troop numbers should be listed as the number of men available, and then a slash in between, and then the number of total men that the lord or companion can recruit. So like the max number and what they currently have. This will help show the player how much troops the particular lord or companion are using, and pretty much what percentage they are on, since they require 40% to join an army. The devs say that there might be problems with this due to the horizontal size issues when it comes to the screen, but it will be brought up internally and they will try to figure something out. Personally, I do like this change. It is very minor, but I like seeing these quality of life changes, these UI changes, make the game more enjoyable to play for beginners, for people who play it for a long time. Regardless, quality of life changes are very, very good in my opinion. And I think this will actually be very useful also to see this info when you are creating an army, to see if, hey, can this lord get some more troops before he joins my army, or can this companion do it? Are they max numbers? Are they very low in numbers? And all that type of stuff, right? Second, we have a player stating that he loves the minimum UI when it comes to damage dealt by the player, but hates the death report that clogs up the right hand corner in big battles. The devs respond and state that a personal fee, which I'm pretty sure is the damage that's dealt by the player, and a general field, which is all the other damage and all the other troops and lords that do damage and get damage dealt to, those will be pretty much separated into two different toggleable options that should be live in the next patch or two. So I do like this change. I like that they're toggleable, and hopefully you can take one off the screen or make it smaller or something like that. I think a slider to make it smaller and bigger would be very cool as well, but we're going to see exactly how they implement it, like he stated, in the next patch or two. Another good change that I am looking forward to would be a toggleable UI option to disable the entire HUD. I think this would help both players make great screenshots, movies, and all that, and also should even help me and other YouTubers make better thumbnails, or editors that can make better visuals. So overall, I think that would be a good change as well. Third, a player suggesting another big UI addition. The player states that the game is very information dense and would benefit from integrating a keyword and definitions tooltip system. This information will display when needed by the player, and can either be activated by holding Alt or mousing over a specific keyword or phrase. Certain keywords also can be linked to the encyclopedia pages and can be accessed by clicking the keyword. Also, the player states if highlightable keywords are not feasible right now with the current code, then simply displaying further info about specific info can be seen when mousing over that specific info and holding the Alt key. The player also added a couple of mock-up examples. The player ends with saying this might take a lot of work, but it will be a huge help in explaining the game concepts and further info to beginning players, people who've been playing for a long time and just want to see exactly how stuff is worded, or if there's any secrets to be had, right? I think this would be very, very good to do. The devs responded and stated they have thought about this and the implementation of this when they played CK3, but it would require a vast amount of refactors to the code and time invested they do not have right now. But the devs also state that if they were to implement this, it would use the CK3 approach of hovering over something like a keyword or definition for a couple of seconds, and then this will lock that keyword and pretty much provide more info, and then you can go to the next level and keep going keyword by keyword as deep as you pretty much want, right? I agree that this would be great for the game and would help a lot of new players out about in-game features and concepts. I have played CK3 and this feature really does help because there's a lot of stuff I don't know, but there's a lot of stuff that I do learn just by clicking here, waiting a bit, clicking there, clicking there, clicking there, and it's just like this rabbit hole of information. And I think it's very good to have in the game, right? Especially in a game that has kind of complex concepts to it, and a lot of them, right? Um, what's it called? And we're gonna see if this will ever get worked on. I have no clue if it will. Maybe it will later on. Just depends how the developers are feeling about it. But unfortunately for right now, it does not look like it is in the works. Fourth, we have a player asking about the refactor that happened months ago and asked why this particular dev, which is Mexico, did not agree with it. So we did cover this when it came out that he did not agree with it, and he gave his reasoning, and now he's pretty much responding to another person and kind of pretty much here's the statement, right? So the dev responds and states that this is his opinion and that he can be wrong, but he still holds the same opinion. He states that the small refactor caused way too much problems and resulted in 2 months without a patch. And in his original post, he said the refactor really only took like a day. But then, you know what I mean? A lot of issues, bugs, and crashes came from the refactor, and that's what took the month and pretty much month and a half to 2 month period is just fixing all those bugs. Also, the dev states that he is not against all refactors, but wants the pros to outweigh the cons, and in this situation, it unfortunately did not. So, you can agree or disagree. I have a really outside perspective. A lot of people have an outside perspective. Maybe it did help the code. Maybe it will help the code in the future. Who knows? I'm pretty sure he knows a little bit better than most of us, either watching the video or me, doing the research. I can't really tell you much about it. I don't have access to all the game's codes, and even if I did, I wouldn't know how to read it. So I don't know. I'm gonna just keep it like that. In this situation, his word against everybody else's, right? But pretty much this is all the statements and replies for now. And if anything new comes up, I will make a video and keep you guys informed. Lastly, I'm going to end this video in the same way I end most of my update and dev talk videos. I want to thank the developers for staying active and bringing some good changes. Also, I did have a video on how you can revert your game to any other patch released. So if you are having problems on the current patch or want to get to the current patch because you're stuck on a different patch, check out the video below. It's a couple minutes and it's pretty much going to get you to where you want to go, right? Also, I did start a Patreon. It's nothing crazy. I'm using it for basic support. There's no paywalling, nothing like that. My content will always be free. It's just a way to support me further because this does take up a lot of my time. So if you want to check it out, the link will be down below. But lastly, hopefully this video was informative, and like always, stay safe.